Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Kabiyesi stopped loving me a long time ago. Igbi cried and cried and cried. I knew when Kabiyesi stopped loving me. Kabiyesi stopped loving me. And, you know, the issue of Ituwase is not something that is just happening now. Kabiyesi had always had it in mind to get me out of his life. Reason, I do not know. Because I have done everything for Kabiyesi. I have loved, I have shown love, I have fought, I have struggled. There's nothing I have not done to sustain my love with the Lion of Odua. But he gives me the back of his hands all the time. I wasn't even surprised when they talked about Ituwase because my mind had always gone there. I may not have come from this town, but I do know that there is something like that. And I do know that at a point that is what Kabiyesi is going to use to throw me out of the palace. They said Igbi cried and cried so much. And, you know, the cry intensified when, you know, they did the asking ritual to get confirmation from Kabiyesi. At this point, everybody was looking and thinking that Kabiyesi will, you know, change his mind and say, no, I will not do this again. Let me just give them some time and all of that. But he looked them in the face. He looked round, those that were seated there, and he said, yes, that he wants to go ahead and, you know, bring forth that Ituwase ritual. He wants to go ahead and do the cutting of ties with the Olori. That really broke the heart of Igbi, not just Igbi, Ebony. But you know one thing I do know about human beings is that when we are making our mistakes, we do not see it as anything. No, it's when, you know, the consequences of our mistakes happen. I want to believe that, you know, the Lion of Odua is a very liberal king. I want to believe that he has given them time. Again, Dela writes, I know you people know what I'm talking about. He has given them long, as he has given them time and time and time, like he has tried. The Lion of Odua has tried. Okay, so imagine how long it took for him to even talk about immunity removal. Imagine how long it took for him to even remove the immunity. And then after the immunity, one would have expected that everybody will go under. Okay, like now, look at gospel. I'm not saying gospel is an example, but everybody knows that gospel has gone under. Gospel is quiet. Gospel is humble right now. And the way gospel is afraid of things in, you know, that palace, I don't think that there's anything that will make gospel go and begin to attack the jewel again. I do not think there is anything that will make gospel, you know, Kabiyesi will say something and gospel will say it's not going to be like that. I don't think that it is something that gospel will want to, you know, risk his stay in the palace for. I do not think so. But for others, they are too bold. And whatever is giving them this level of boldness is what I do not know. For Ebony, I do know that is because she is a Manisong. Then for Igbi, I do not know. Look at another Manisong that is in that palace, okay? Amanisong left and decided she's not going to do this again. Amanisong just left. That is Blow. Wash her hands because she saw that this was not going to help them. This was not going to pay. And she decided to wash her hands out of this drama. And then you guys sit and everything you're doing is fight and fight and fight and fight. When Kabiyesi say, move your things downstairs, you fought him as if you have the capacity to tell him what to do and what not to do. You fought, and it is the fight that brought you guys to where you are right now. And you want to blame somebody instead of blaming yourself. You should blame yourself. You should blame yourself. Honestly, you should blame yourself. Now, what are we talking about? That Igbi said she knew when, and she was crying and crying and crying and crying that she knew when Kabiyesi stopped loving her. That her heart, as in Kabiyesi doesn't want her again. That this is not about what they did. That if Kabiyesi wanted them, Kabiyesi would have known that, you know, the reason why they are doing what they are doing is because of love, the love that they have for Kabiyesi, that Kabiyesi would have known that. But, you know, the thing is that there is a difference between love and disrespect. When you act as if you are disrespecting your husband, it is not something that is called love. Not at all, at all, at all. You know, there was something that actually strained her relationship with the Lion of Oòduà. Remember, there was a time they made so many arrangements that, you know, the jewel was supposed to return back to the palace. That Yeye Oluwa apartment was fixed and everything. And, you know, it was like, in fact, one of the most turbulent times of the Lion of Oòduà, where they now, diviners now said they buried the cow head there, and the cow head was growing hair into the walls of that house, that the jewel should not enter that house. They want the jewel to enter there and start becoming sick. She will be sick morning, afternoon, night. She will be useless to the lion and all of that. And then a discovery was made later when, you know, they betrayed themselves. Blo now said it was Igbi that planted that thing in that house. Igbi said that she had no hand in it. Ebony said she had no hand in it and all of that. But at the end of the day, when Iyanifa came, Iyanifa actually, and you know, so later they now explained, and you know, they betrayed each other, where Blo went to go and tell Kabiyesi that it was Igbi that planted that thing. They said that was when Kabiyesi's heart left Igbi completely. You know, they will attend events, they will do things together, you will see them, you will think that they are happy, they are in love and all of that. They said it is far from it. That was exactly when Kabiyesi's heart left Igbi completely. Yes, so that is what we heard, if the information is correct. They said that was when Kabiyesi's heart left Igbi. You know, the thing is that people should understand, this man loves the wife, okay, the jewel. He loves the jewel so much. He's ready to give up anything. He's ready to give up all of them for the jewel. And anything that will stop him from staying with the jewel, anything that will stop him from being happy with the jewel, anything that will make the jewels coming or returning back to the palace not to be successful, the man is ready to fight it. The man is ready to continue fighting it, and he will continue fighting it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Yes. They said the Oba has made up his mind that these women must go. And you say, they say elders were saying to them that if you had sense, you would have known that things have really escalated to a place of no return. If you had any sense, you would have just known that where you are right now is what you have done to yourself. That Igbi cried though, that she's very aware that one day she's going to leave, and that, but she's begging that the Oba should give her one more chance. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.